1.6 million square kilometers, twice the size of Texas, 100,000 tons. This is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, containing 1.8 trillion pieces of plastics ranging from microplastics to megaplastics. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is affecting life severely. Animals consume the plastic thinking it is food, therefore causing malnutrition and threatens their life. Plastic not only affects marine life, but it affects human lives as well. The chemicals in the plastic enters the marine animals and it travels through the food chain until it ends up on our plate. So think about that delicious plate of seafood you had not so long ago. Thankfully, we have people who are acting on this problem, such as the Ocean Cleanup, the Sea Bin, the Sea Vax, and the Baltimore Water Wheel. But as a team of students, we have found an issue. The reason is that even though 92% of the total mass of the plastics in the patch is larger than microplastics, there are still 4 billion plastic microfibers per square kilometer litter in the deep sea. It is extremely concerning to discover that there are plastic fibers inside animals that live as low as the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. Therefore, our team of students have come into conclusion that cleaning just the surface now is not enough. We need to clean up the plastic microfibers that exist in the deep sea as well. So we have innovated something that will change the ocean forever. We would like to introduce you to the static fanatic, or the panic fanatic. The concept behind this is that it is quite impossible to chase after each tiny microplastic. Therefore, we will bring it to us by using something the plastic will be attracted to. To create that, we thought of static electricity. Have you ever opened a water bottle, a pack of gum, or a container that had plastic wrapping around it, but the plastic wrapping just wouldn't fall into the trash, but it got stuck to your hands? This is kind of the same concept by making the microplastic stick to some material by using the concept of static electricity. Static electricity is the increase of electric charges on the surface of objects. Charge exchange happens when different objects are rubbed then separated. So we have to simulate that with our innovation. But then there's the question of what if scientists have already created a plastic magnet. So we would like to introduce you to the non-metallic magnet made from organic polymer called PANiCQ. In our case, we call it PANiCQ. This magnet was made by a Pakistani scientist named Naveed A. Zaidi and his colleagues in the University of Durham in 2004. It is a combination of emeraldine-based polyaniline, PANI, and tetracyanocyanodimethyl, TCNQ. This static electricity and PANiCNQ is where this whole innovation is based upon. Now to the actual innovation. This is the initial sketch. This is our prototype, and this is how it works. The platform will be floating on water, and as you can see, it is a square shape. The platform will be made out of reused styrofoam or any other types of foam, and it will be covered in material that is extremely strong. One example would be polyethylene, so marine animals can't bite through it and the foam won't spill out, littering the sea. There will be weights in here to help weigh it down a bit so the platform will not flip. This platform will not be powered to move, but instead it will move along with ocean currents. The platform would also be lined with a sponge like the oleo sponge, which will soak in the oil from previous oil spills. Now this is the control room. The control room here on the platform works in coordination with the control room on land. The control room controls every mechanical thing on here, and it is also solar powered. Now let's go to the most important part of all. It is the actual magnet part. So the inside, there's the PANiCNQ, or the plastic magnet. But in case of that not working, it will be substituted for whatever material or materials it will take to create a strong enough static electricity. It will be shaped like a curve so that the plastic will be trapped in it, but the marine animals can easily swim out. There will be a bulletproof, everything-proof glass or material that covers the whole magnet, leaving a gap of air in between because static only works if there is air, and the PANiCNQ is a conductive polymer that is stable in air. Now look at the bottom of the magnetic part. You can see the seams. These are the sliding pieces of strong, everything-proof material that will close when the curved part is full, and it will be controlled by the control rooms. So once this closes, it ensures that no animals can go in. And this is when The tube that is made out of very strong and flexible material formed like the bendy part of the straw comes into play and sucks all of the plastic up through it and goes through the spiral of tubes. With all of these tubes, it can be as long as the whole depth of the ocean, so it can go down to the bottom part of the ocean, though when operating it will not touch the sea floor because we wouldn't want to destroy the ecosystem down there. This wheel will let go of the tube to however low the part of the ocean is. This will also be controlled by the control room. So the plastic water goes through all of these tubes and goes to the examination and storing room. Once the room is filled to a certain amount, these tanks move along the railing on the platform and gets filled with the plastic water, and it moves back along the railing. But right here is where the rail changes. Once a tank is filled, it alters the rail so that the tank goes to here instead. And it stays there until a ship comes to pick it up. This ship also has a platform with railings, and these tanks go along the railing onto the ship. The ship goes back to land and to our warehouse where we will turn the microplastics into manageable pieces with this enzyme so it can be used and turned into new again. In addition, on our platform, there will be cameras almost everywhere to check on how well everything is going and to check if there are any problems. There will be cameras on the magnet part as well. By the end of this year, we hope to be recognized by many of the people who are already doing all they can to help the oceans and the environment, like Boyan Slat, the CEO of the Ocean Cleanup, the creators of the Sea Bin, the creators of the Sea-Vax, and many other amazing people helping our planet. And if we really get to create the static fanatic or the panic fanatic and make it become real, we hope that the ocean will be free of plastic by 10 years of us launching this machine into the ocean with the cooperation of other amazing people.